Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 9th episode of the Closers Podcast. We are here. We are live at 9:41 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Aren't you excited, folks? Yes, you are.
Woo!
You all are.
Very.
Today, I have three very special guests, three best buddies.
Special ed.
Facts.
who have known each other for quite a long time. I'll start with introducing from left to right. We have Jake Jonah Jameson Phillips himself.
Howdy.
We have Pawan the Bad Man Narayan.
What is good?
And we have Carlitos Salamanca.
What's going on?
And as I said in the beginning before Jake made me laugh, they've been best friends for how long?
15 years.
15 years. Okay, cool. That's quite a while, guys.
I've been alive that long.
Pretty long.
Just end it now.
So, how are you guys doing tonight? I always ask them, what the guests, how they're doing before we jump into stuff.
Doing pretty good. Some hot wings last night. Kind of fucked up my stomach.
Oof.
Pretty good otherwise.
Did you go to Bull Wings?
Got
Yeah.
5 alarm.
Yeah.
5 alarm is not a joke, people.
That was not a good experience.
Was it not? Why not?
Not the wings.
Oh, the wings.
The
yeah.
wings were too spicy.
Seeing
And
everyone
I'm
else's-
Indian, so that's saying something. Honestly. But I'm chilling. Just got back from some wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I'm still watching wrestling at this
Yeah,
age.
the other guys are still wore out.
But
Litos, what were you doing?
Just generally always tired, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
facts.
it'd be like that.
Yeah,
We
dude.
are some live
do.
ones tonight.
Super live. It's going to get live right now. Because I think I'm just going to jump into it. I've known these guys, since middle school. And all individually met you guys and then found out later that you guys were best friends. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I've just always kind of been around one of you guys at a time.
Yeah.
Never all together. So this is a pleasure to be in your guys' presence
The
all at the same
trifecta.
time.
How
Yeah, they're
sweet.
together.
Thank you.
Yeah,
what a
it's pretty
host.
great.
What a
3
host.
Musketeers, not as sweet as the candy bar, though.
So today we're going to talk about friendship and specifically how to maintain a friendship for as long as you guys have. Because I have a friend in my life, which you all know, who I've known for 17 years, but we didn't talk about how to maintain the friendship in the podcast. So that's why I wanted you guys on, to hit that angle. Are you guys willing to do that?
Yeah.
But
Yep.
of course.
Cool. Because I have some questions for you guys.
Ooh, spicy.
And all but one will stay anonymous. And you guys got to guess the one that's Jake's. Are you ready?
Oh, you
Okay,
ask
sure,
a
sure.
question.
Of
course.
I don't think you'll get it.
All right. So, let's see. I'll start with this one. Talk about a time a friend pissed you off the most, one of the three, and how you guys worked through it.
Damn, how
Should we go one at a time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Car, you start.
Oh, man. Oh,
Get a little closer.
I don't want to say, it really pisses me off, but it's definitely something that even, to this day, I'm like, dude, what is your deal? Pawan is the worst texter I've ever met in my entire life.
I'll vouch for that one. That's
And-
facts.
And it's not I know there's other things in the past that have been
Yeah.
obviously every friend's gonna have their fight. But I'll message this guy hey dude, do you want to go do this? Sending him concert info or
Yeah.
hey bro, did you listen to this album?
Right.
Nothing.
In my defense, I had no concerts. But yes, the album thing is very
What
accurate.
about all the Snapchat conversations we had?
Oh,
in the
yeah,
group chat?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Snapchat
Here we
group
go.
chat, anything, he just doesn't reply, and then
They'll do it once a month.
about once a month.
So it's just
But-
you and Jake chilling in the poem,
Yeah,
just pops
honestly,
in.
yeah,
That's where we send all of our drunk videos of each other.
yeah. But man, I don't.
You gotta
think,
make it so your responses are valued more, you know? You gotta
Oh,
come
gosh.
in whenever.
They aren't though. They're just yeah.
Yeah, it's super basic, but I don't know. I don't think I was ever in a position to be mad at them when we were younger. I was the one making them mad.
Really?
Yeah,
I can.
all the time.
Goodness.
But
That's
yeah,
hella funny.
I was a twerp for sure. I know that's not a very used term.
No,
these days,
I think
but
I think our generation mostly knows what that is.
I
yeah.
was a
fool?
shithead. Yeah, for sure.
I have a
But
story
it's
for
all
that.
it's all fun. It's all fun and games.
So you've
Chill.
never been mad at them to the point where you're like, okay, I really need to just fucking settle down real quick and just not see them for maybe 2 weeks.
I think we have one car. I think we have. We almost fought. but we didn't know how to fight.
Well, that was probably my fault, though. That's what I'm saying. I probably made you mad. Yeah.
I don't even remember what it was about, to be honest.
Yeah, like...
So you don't really have one, Carlitos?
No, not really.
Wow,
I was always the instigator. I still am.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask people, it's like, that guy's an asshole sometimes. And I'm like, yeah, but, you know, what are you going to do? I love everyone anyway, but...
Right.
Sorry.
You have just your own way of showing it.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
damaged. Help me.
True. Facts. Relatable. Pawan,
I think for me,
what do you think?
Like, I for sure like think of some, like I have like some memories like or times when like I would get like really mad at him at the moment, but it wasn't to the extent where like I'm not gonna talk to this dude for like 3 weeks, you know. But like but there was a couple times like I remember one time like when we were kids, I don't know what me and Carlitos were fighting about exactly, but it ended up we're on the street. And this dude had a trumpet case.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, you played trumpet. I totally forgot.
Sixth grade.
Sixth grade. And so this one's 6th grade, so you know we go way back.
I do remember this.
But I don't know why, but like I started swinging at this dude, and he's trying to hit me with this trumpet case in the middle of the street. And like that was like I remember that one specifically because it was the first time I ever got like actually mad at one of these dudes. And like I don't know if I'm pretty sure we ended up talking like later that day or something.
Probably.
But like, yeah, that was like a specific thing. But and then I know I've gone in like arguments with Jake for sure because Jake is a freaking. This dude is the worst to argue with because you will not win. You would think you win, but he will make you think you didn't win. Like
you got that
like,
right.
Even
if you're right, I'm still gonna argue till I fucking piss you off.
Yeah, like we literally had an argument about. This was actually a serious, like, almost hour conversation that we had about Spider-Man, and he was vouching for Tobey Maguire.
You know I'm
and I was,
Tobey.
I've been in this argument with Jake too before.
You know I'm always going to represent Tobey.
Toby sucks.
But yeah, like I always remember
I
arguments.
heard that, Marco.
Like I always remember like arguments like that, but like nothing really like comes to mind where we get like mad for too long because like after a while. Like when I would get mad at like Carlitos or Jake, like I would honestly feel so bad.
Yeah,
like I would be like, bro, like that was pretty shitty because like like if I got in an argument with like some other dude, like someone I'm not really close with, you know, like I won't like have that impact. Like think about it later in the day, you know, type of thing. Yeah. But like for sure, like whenever I get in an argument with these guys, like I always like think about it. Like, bro, I need to like. Apologize.
Yeah. I thought you were going to go for the 1st grade one.
Which one?
The monkey bars.
Oh, story time.
Yeah, story time. I'm ready for that.
Just for anyone who does listen to this, my bad. That's all.
All right, so 1st grade, Jake and Carlos were both in my class. This was the first year we met you, right?
Yeah.
1st grade, yeah.
And I think it's notable to say that every class in elementary school we had together by chance because we all got moved to the gate class, like the accelerated class, in the same year. So that was just pure luck.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that was pretty sick. But 1st grade, back to that.
Oh, man.
So it was my first day going on the monkey bars. Like I finally figured out how to do them.
But it was those triangle ones that kind of swing with you, you know?
Yeah. So it's not like the full bar. Yeah, I probably can't do it now. But, like, so it was recess, and I was like, dude, I'm going to just do this now because it's, like, a new thing for me. This is dope. Yeah. And it was, like, I think our last recess of the day, and I was, like, hanging on it, and then I kind of, like, fell, and the back of my head hit, like, the blacktop that you stand on. And I had to get, like, stitches and stuff like that.
Dang.
But from my understanding... From 1st grade to when
probably about senior year
of high school. So from 1st grade to senior year of high school, I thought I fell. And this dude comes out and was like, "Yo, I pushed you that day." Like I was the one that
it was a real Lion King like Scar and Mufasa moment, you know. But
from an outsider's standpoint, I was not near any of this when it happened. I was kind of just running around on the basketball court. And then I see a group of people run towards the bark. I'm like, what's going on? I walk over and Pawan's on the ground. Oh, fuck!
Yeah, but the way... I'm going to admit, I did push him, but I remember the bell ringing, and I was like, this guy's still on the first rung. Like, I'm trying to get on these monkey bars before I have to go back to class. So I was like, you're not going.
You could just went on the other side,
Boom.
bro.
Correct. And then he got me back.
That's
I'd
messed
say
up.
like 3rd or 4th grade when you were swinging your jacket at me.
Oh, yeah.
And I turned around into a straight sprint, straight into a pole, and just split my head open.
I remember that time.
Yeah, so like those things will
Wow.
probably get normal people super mad.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know why I didn't get more mad.
Yeah.
But, you know, like,
I
you
mean, it
just
was
get
so
over it
long
at that
ago,
point.
so
Yeah, it was such,
So,
such a long
Tito,
time ago.
did you tell Poen about the truth, like, during senior year, or what was
Yeah, it was like a, I guess, a graduation present.
Wow,
And it
that's
was
what
like,
a- what
and
a
it was like so
graduation
casual,
shitty
and it was so
graduation
casual. Like
present.
this dude just like, yeah, like I pushed Pawan on the monkey bars, and I was like, wait, what?
We had to reevaluate the whole.
Like,
the whole
wait a
situation,
second.
yeah.
He tried to just slip that in.
This whole time I'm thinking, dang, I suck at monkey bars,
No,
but really,
yeah, my bad.
but yeah, that's just
So, all right, Jake. So,
Yeah,
two
going on,
strikes. We got 2 strikes because you guys haven't answered the question about how you guys have worked through those hardships. I appreciate the stories. So, Jake, I'm betting on you to say something that matches the
Okay.
question. Let's see if you can
Have we
do
not
it.
answered the question?
So, kind of. So, back when we were younger, say elementary age, me and Carr would get pissed at each other a good amount. It would usually end up being all three, me and my brothers versus Carlitos on something.
Rough.
Either it was someone threw a basketball at someone shot someone in the eye with an airsoft gun, which that was Carr. He got shot in the eye.
Oh,
And I was wearing glasses, so it's like,
Whoa,
what
that's
are the
wild.
chances?
Yeah.
The glasses went perfectly down. But I remember one time in particular, we had actually like started wrestling around because we didn't know how to fight. Who does when they're like fucking 7 or 10 or however old you are in elementary school?
right.
And then we kind of just stopped and stood up and were like, this is kind of stupid. We aren't really doing anything except for getting our clothes dirty. So we just hugged it out and then went inside Poland's house.
What did you guys fight about?
I have no idea.
Wow.
I just remember it was mostly something stupid. Because me and Carr used to push each other's buttons.
Oh,
He was an instigator, but me being the argumentative type I
Yeah.
am, I would
you'd,
definitely.
you'd poke back.
And then I've never really had like a slug out with Powen. I did do something that he should have been way more pissed at me for.
I feel like that's the end of every story. It's like Poen should have been more mad, but he just wasn't at
a
all.
calm, cool,
What a good
collected
guy.
guy,
What a
man.
good
I did that.
Okay, Kwai.
You know, like a stone cold stunner. I was picking him up like that, but it was over concrete. Oh! And I ended up falling back, and his head hits the concrete, and I felt so fucking bad, but I didn't know what to do, so I ran inside. I told my mom, of course, because I was like, ah! And then, like, over the next couple of days, I'd go over to Pone's house. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. And he'd just be like, it's okay. And he'd, like, have, like, a bandage on his head. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Damn.
I expected him to swing at me at least once, but Poen's real forgiving, and me and Carr usually just, like, angered it out and then talked to each other after.
Wow.
And I think like most of our arguments, like you could tell, like kind of happened when we were younger.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like I
As you
went
guys got older, not really.
yeah.
Except for the texting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for that,
Damn.
yep, that's me. But I mean, yeah, like when I went to college and stuff, like I just got really bad with texting, which you would think I'd be better, but
Now you're a busy man out
We
there.
understand, Poen. You guys
But I
are
think
different.
we get like over all our like differences pretty quick because we like realize like, yo, like these guys are gonna be here like my whole life, you know. Like there's no point of like saying anything bad or like getting like a conflict that goes for so long because like these guys are gonna be out like these are the guys that gonna be at my wedding and stuff, you know.
Oh, right.
So like there's no point of like
Which one's your best man?
best men.
Yeah. Oh,
Best
there's
men.
only best men.
Oh yes.
I feel like we've had this conversation before,
Really?
though.
That's very
I feel like we
different.
definitely were like, we're gonna make these choices now, so it's not weird later.
I'm gonna just say both.
Wow.
Both of them.
If anything, I'll be the maid of honor.
There we
Yeah.
go. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
The man of
But-
honor.
The man.
But yeah, like I think like kind of going like more on your question, like if we did like get in a real big argument like right now,
Yeah.
I say like how we would kind of resolve that is like, you know, like kind of like thinking like was this really worth the argument, and like really talking to each other because a lot of people when they argue now, you know, like they don't actually talk like face to face, like they'll text or you know do something like that. But like if we ever got in an argument, like we'll say face to face because like I've been with these dudes like my whole life, like
exactly.
So like I don't care what I say to them and stuff. Well, I mean I care what I say to them, but you know to the point where like I'm not really
fuck
like.
you guys.
There you go.
And I feel like it's a respect thing too, right? Like you don't want to just be like, Jake and Carlitos, like they could just get a text. Sorry, they don't need to get it in their to their face at all. Like, fuck.
And it's a lot easier to talk to each other face to face.
Right.
Jake and Poen live literally right next door to each other.
Oh yeah,
and
I know
live
that. Yeah, you live
houses
right down the street. Yeah.
So it's like you want to come say something, just come walk.
It's easier
Yeah.
to
come walk
knock
in the
Come
house.
square up,
It's
you know.
easier to knock on Poen's door than to try
Text
to
them
talk
to-
to him over text.
Or yeah, you can text them like, hey,
That
I'm
is
outside.
facts.
Yeah.
I can yell out my window and catch that boy's attention sometimes. Like, hey!
Yeah, I guess.
But
So-
definitely, we talk to each other a lot, and that helps. Like,
Well, that's good.
Even when we got
Communication's key.
problems outside of us, we just kind of talk through everything.
Yeah, you just want to like let everything out there with like people that you really like
That's why we
care
come
about, and like people that you people that like really like are gonna be in your lives for a while. You just really want to let everything out because there's no point of keeping anything in, you know.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
Because they're gonna find out one way or another, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And you don't want it.
Whether it be
you don't want that to happen.
senior year,
Honest.
Carl,
11
I
years
know
later.
something you were pissed about, that you were rightfully pissed about.
what's that,
Your Space Jam DVD.
dude?
Wait, what happened with the space
Explain,
thing?
dude.
This man let me borrow it, and being the troglodyte I was in elementary school, I kind of put like discs away because we were those kind of monsters.
Dude, we'd walk into his room. He would have the cases like stacked so neatly, but just loose DVD game disc everywhere, like reflecting like some shimmering fucking sea in his room. And
It would get to the point where like you know when you play like PlayStation, that like loading screen comes up and you just hope it keeps going. That would be every game that dude owned. You just hope it works.
and they would, because they're so scratched from being out.
And that's why I have digital games now. But I fucked up his Space Jam DVD.
Rude.
The great
That is
movie,
rude.
horrible time for car.
Yeah.
You think that's a great movie? Oh man.
Well, fuck yes, I do. And we're gonna have this argument later.
Okay.
Bro,
Yeah.
wait till the Space Jam 2 podcast.
Oh God. Yeah. If that ever happens, yeah.
I'm Who Framed Roger Rabbit team.
More Looney Tunes back in action, if I do say so
Oh
myself.
man. I never watched that. Gonna be real. Never really watched that.
Alright.
But
Then you ain't real.
I guess I'm not real. Yeah. So next question. Let's see. What do I have here? What makes a friendship started in childhood different from a friendship in adulthood, in your opinion?
Oof.
Yeah. I guess we I don't know. Who
That
wants to go
starts with
first?
them, because this whole trio started as a duo.
Because
with these guys.
were because of them being neighbors?
We met in kindergarten. We met a year before we knew Carr.
Okay.
That's like the only different thing. Really, how me and Pawan became friends is I was sitting around because I'm a fucking loser, and and Pawan came up to me. He's like, "You want to play hide and seek?" I don't know why I made him sound like the Incredible Kronk, but
Shrek.
yeah. But he came up. He's like, "You want to play hide and seek?" And I was like,
Again?
"Yeah." And that's actually how our friendship started. I didn't know how to say his name correctly because being white. And 5, I thought it was Pawan, and then he corrected me. Thank goodness, or else this would be an awkward podcast. But honestly, I feel like our friendship really like became a real friendship once we got to know you as well, and it became the trio. But starting young, it's a lot more simple, and you kind of just grow up together, and you experience all those changes in life together, like going through a new school, and meeting new people, and getting into new relationships,
Yeah.
and talking shit about
Or
those
your
people.
first relationships.
First relationships, true.
Yeah.
True. While making friends as an adult, you kind of link up with people with similar hobbies and interests.
Right.
I've got to say, like, my taste of music and some of my taste in hobbies do not match these boys.
Not at all.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Nickelback.
You goddamn know I'm a fan of Nickelback.
God damn.
And these guys are really on the hip hop and rap grind, which I understand is great music.
I'm like
It's just-
halfway there. I got the old stuff
You're
going
old
on.
school in art
yeah.
and hip hop.
And then I'm all hip hop and all about sports, which is not. What
And that's
these
what's
guys-
neat is like
Yeah.
like Jake's the video game like just straight nerd. I know I wear the glasses. I know I wear the glasses, but this guy's like he knows what's going on in that realm, and Poen's the kind of age into the sports and hip hop stuff. And I'm just
I'm all around.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm all around really. I'm just like the worker bee.
But
Right now, yeah. Have you
Yeah.
always been a worker bee though?
No,
Yeah.
these guys never
I'd
did my
say
homework.
you're a skeleton key car.
What does that mean?
That means you're able to like fit in wherever you walk.
Yeah, like a chameleon. Oh, I feel like Randall from
Oh my
from
god.
Monsters
No,
Inc. Just not as grimy. Just not okay. How about Rango? I like that. chameleon.
Rango?
Yeah.
You feel like you look like Rango?
No,
or
I
do-
look like
You dress
Waluigi.
like Rango.
Waluigi.
Waluigi, yeah, he's got a big nose, so I fuck with
Or you
that.
don't
I
even
feel
have
that.
that big of a nose.
Dude, when I smile, if I do the pose,
Do it
I'll show you guys
again.
later.
Not like
The
that.
one where he's like,
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, when you make that face, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's gonna make
fuck with
anyone's
it, bro.
nose big, but that's
and
interesting.
And that's something that's really neat is
Right.
the more I dwell like on our friendship coming through childhood.
Yeah.
That's like the movie shit that you see like, oh, those kids.
Like Stand By Me.
Sure. I don't know. I haven't
Oh, you
seen
said
that.
you said movie. Really? You haven't seen Stand By Me?
Haven't seen
I
it.
haven't seen it either.
What?
Man,
Oh,
why
you
have I
guys,
seen that?
you guys
Y'all-
got to watch it. The one with the train, the kids running away from the
But
train.
you
I've
know,
seen the Family Guy version.
yeah.
It's pretty close.
yeah, it's basically the
But
same.
like I've been watching that '70s show, and like these guys are the people that we didn't have a basement, but we had Poen's house, you know.
Yeah.
We had
So
the bench
There's
out
your own
front.
basement.
yeah, like Jake has this raggedy bench. It wasn't raggedy then, but that bench has been there since we've been friends.
Oh, the one outside your house or the one in the back?
The one in front.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, that's
So
crazy.
that's, like,
I didn't
that's the
know. I thought it
place.
was like an art
That
piece or
bench has
something.
memories.
and just like Jake was saying, it's different when you guys grow together because you guys start at the same. Like you're 6 years old. You guys are all like just children, you know. But then you grow into different people while still growing together, you know. And that's a lot different than any interaction that you could possibly gain as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like kind of what he's saying. Like we all have different like hobbies and stuff and interests. Like we already went over that, but like when you like meet an adult friend, you kind of look for similar interests, you know. So that kind of like eliminates a lot of people. And when you grow up with someone, like you're around them so much before you have these interests and hobbies, and then you keep growing, and even though you have different interests, you still find, you know, a good time being with those people that may be a little different, but that's because you grew up with each other and stuff. Because I'm thinking like when I went to college and, you know, a lot of other people and stuff like that, like I'm like thinking like all the people I really met have similar interests in some sort of way, but they don't have like widespread interests kind of like these two. Like it's a little more close, I guess. But like that's like the difference is that like you have more genuine like connections and like relationships. Like it's not just like, oh, I like this dude because he's a freaking Raiders fan. Like, you know, like I like this dude because of him.
Yeah,
it's
because
like the difference. I feel like
Yeah, because of the person.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Even if they don't like Nickelback, I like them.
Really?
And I would credit like that's why we're so widespread in our interests is because we all bring something different to the table, you know, and somehow we all end up enjoying the same thing at the end of the day, you know.
And then growing up with each other allows you to try those other interests. Like I've tried to get these guys into sports and stuff, you know, like, and it didn't work out.
That one season of soccer, Poen.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
I'll root for the Eagles no matter how bad this
You're
is.
like they'll you know, they won't be, or like I'll try to get these dudes to like, you know, a thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And but it doesn't matter, you know, if they don't, because, you know, they're still my homies. But if
Right.
you like meet someone your adult age and like they don't like that thing, you're just like, I don't even know if I like you.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, no.
Like that's like the main difference for me. And
No,
that's-
I feel that. Next question. Are you ready?
Yep.
I guess.
Is Jake single?
Wait, that's the question.
That is literally a question. I
Is
received.
Jake single?
Yes.
Did you
Well,
ask that?
he has this one girl named Jill. I don't know if you guys have met her.
All right, let's not get into that.
You know, at the moment, I would say he's single, but he's had a pretty rich history, especially in like middle school
Ooh.
and high school.
Ooh.
You want to get in on that or what?
Saucy.
Sure, we can get in on that.
Sauce.
So what is this
what's up,
about?
Jake?
What is this I hear about your history, Jake?
For
Probably
some
shouldn't
reason-
say names.
I won't say names, but for some reason during middle school and high school, I was the apparently most attractive of us three.
Oh.
I wouldn't say most attractive, but people were attracted to me. Mostly
I don't know about all that.
Jake had pull in some departments.
Jake at game.
That's
Jake at
interesting.
game.
Yeah, all my game was spent in high school, which was unfortunate. But yes, I am single. Whoever asked that, if it's you, Cal, I know it's you, Cal.
It for sure was
Slide in
Cal.
the
bro.
DMs.
I know.
Slide in the DMs.
But yeah, if
Wow.
you're looking for a,
You're looking for a teddy
Yeah,
bear,
sell
honestly.
sell Jake right now to a lady.
Oof.
Give
right.
your best sales pitch,
You
guys.
guys, all right, let me get in on this. All right. My boy Jake, you know, he is the punniest guy I've ever met. So if you guys are down for that, he will make you laugh even when you don't want to, and you'll feel so shitty about yourself because it's the worst pun, but it's hilarious. And he's Johnny on the spot. Like, he doesn't just have these, like, looked up. He'll just throw them out, and you're just like, I hate myself, but that was a good one. But,
You'll
Yeah.
hate me too at the end of it.
yeah.
and I know all those ladies out there want a guy that's gonna, you know, be there no matter what and like care, and that's like Jake's definition right there. The dude will always be there, and even though he smells sometimes,
Most of the time.
We all do.
most of the time, he's the guy that you want, honestly.
That's so
Honest.
sweet.
Yeah, very stand-up guy.
I can agree with that synopsis of Jake.
I expected more.
That's gonna be his Twitter bio or his Tinder bio now, probably. What we
He's gonna
said.
switch
I'm
it.
gonna just link this podcast.
Yeah, honestly, you should. Just, like, speed up, like, put the time
Oh, the
marker on there.
timestamp. Oh, that's perfect.
You
Want to
gotta
know
put
about
it-
me? Skip to this minute.
See, I'm bringing people together.
Yeah, there we go.
One podcast at a time.
The next episode, finding Jake your girlfriend.
Yeah, find a chick. You're gonna be the next bachelor
Featuring
because of
Cal.
this
Yeah.
podcast.
Dude, I'm
Bachelor
ready.
Elk Grove.
Cal, come on.
Cal, if you're out there, this is your man. This is him.
What was
Man,
that,
I
Cal?
really want to tell you who this is, but I can't tell you who said that.
Okay.
Maybe off. But
I so thought it was gonna be Cal.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Cal.
it might be. I'm excited.
Okay.
Anyways,
Okay.
okay, next question. Who's the best in Smash?
Jake.
Jake?
Oh, that's by far Jake.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
Jake, was that your question?
No, it wasn't.
low key.
You clout chaser.
Dude, no, mine you'll understand why I asked.
Nah,
Just
Jake-
adding to his girl resume.
No.
He's really good at Smash, ladies.
I'm
In both
I would
senses.
definitely say I'm the best at fighting games one-on-one.
Yeah.
And
Fuck.
but every other type of game, these boys got me. Like Pones got me in shooting and sometimes sports games.
Sometimes.
And Cars got
What you
me
mean?
in the game of life.
Shit.
Carlitos is for some reason really good at mini games and like in the what is it called, Mario Kart Double Dash. Found that out yesterday. Find out new things every
I
day.
kind of want to
Dang,
start
Carl.
up my Mario Kart against him just in case he whoops me.
But yeah, Jake's for sure better at Smash, and he has a Switch. So
Oh, so he
That's
practices.
probably like 80% of it.
Yeah.
But Jake's always been the Nintendo guy. Like, he's
Yeah,
wearing a Super Mario shirt right now.
What about Nintendo do you like so much, Jake?
I really like their formulas are really simple, but their game design and their like design of their characters and everything is always appealing. Like Pokemon, I freaking love Pokemon. I've loved it since I've like grown up with it because all the different animals is cool, and I want to live in a Pokemon world. I would say Mario, it's simple, but you can't beat the classic formula. Smash Bros, all your favorite characters. Shout out to Banjo and Kazooie getting announced today. Well, let's timestamp
Wait,
this podcast.
What?
Yeah, Banjo and Kazooie just got announced for Smash today.
Oh, hell yeah. That's gonna be
New
fucking
main
sick.
under Kirby. But Nintendo's always been kind of like, you can either play with people or you can just play when you're bored and have a good time. It's not like
Yeah.
a shooter where you get kind of salty if you die. If you die in Smash, you get a little salty, but if you die in Mario Kart, you're like, oh, I fell off the edge.
Yeah.
Fuck Rainbow Road.
And they do a hella good job bringing back your childhood, like every time they drop something.
Yeah, that's
you know?
true.
Yeah.
Like it always has a nostalgia feel every time they come out. So.
Yeah. It's really interesting just seeing like their marketing like campaigns and stuff. It's just it's always so simple yet like really captivating. I don't know. Just from a business perspective, I just appreciate them a lot in that way.
Nintendo, sponsor me.
Sponsor this podcast, please. Okay, next question. How is Sierra?
You asked that?
No.
Who the?
Don't look at me.
How is she?
Yeah.
Like as of right now?
Yeah.
She's pretty good.
That's good.
Chilling.
It's good to hear.
Relationship going pretty good.
Oh, nice. That's good to
Yeah.
hear, man.
And if she hears this, what's good?
All right, and then I have one for Car.
Sure.
What's your deal?
Ooh, man, what is my deal?
What is your deal,
Yeah,
actually?
I don't know. That was like,
I like this one.
is that the tone that they asked
What
it
the
in?
fuck is up, Kyle?
It just says, what's your deal? And that's it.
Like, my deal, man. I'll tell you different perspectives of my deal. Like, I do a fire internship with a college and the fire department here in Oak Grove.
Nice.
I work as an EMT, just doing inter-facility transport. So if you guys ever ask me, have I seen anything crazy?
Yeah.
Not on that job.
Oh, okay.
No, just like
I was about to ask
old
you that.
Alzheimer's patients that like think they're 18 when really they're like 98. So that's kind of weird.
Don't call
but
me out.
right now, just living this single life. You know, that's been a new adventure.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's been
Like, how's that going for you?
it's been pretty cool. Definitely, I've spent a lot more time with my friends.
That's good, yeah.
So that's something that
Oh, yeah.
I've really taken advantage of.
You have to, yeah.
And
Cal Car's single, too.
catch me on Thursday.
Watch, these are all just cows.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess personally, my deal is I'm just here to live the dream that I got going right now. Just aspire to reach those goals that I have. The
Nice.
tone that you asked kind of made it sound
Oh.
like, "What's my deal?"
I'm sorry. I said that in an aggressive way. I was excited about the question. But no, I don't think the person mentioned
Yeah,
that
my
way.
deal. If you guys are like, if you mean like, what's my deal? If I'm ever rude to you, just know that I really don't mean it. I just don't.
He's just an asshole.
Yeah, honestly, like,
Facts.
if you know me, you know I don't handle like feelings very well. So I just kind of bottle it up and just let it out. Like, hey,
That's kind of both of you boys.
yeah, but I'll tell you to fuck off. But
Emotions.
at the end of the day,
are
it's
hard
like
thing.
we're still good.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. Well, that's a good PSA
Yeah, honestly,
to add into the
don't be
pod.
afraid to come hit me up if there is a problem. Like, what's your deal? I'll be glad to
Also-
talk
No,
about it.
I
I'm
don't
not-
think they meant it that way.
Also,
But just a general,
Yeah.
public service announcement.
don't bottle up your emotions, kids. It'll end up bad.
Yeah, it will. I've
Will
been
it?
better though about trying to express some of that
That's
stuff.
good. Yeah,
so.
you got to talk about shit, man. If you don't
gotta
talk
get
about it, it'll sit there on a shelf, rotting. Yeah, that's really bad.
And then you'll smell like rotten eggs.
Exactly. You don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Also, if you talk
AKA
about...
Jake says.
got him.
Got him.
Ouch.
It's not true, but is it though?
After Taco Bell, it's true.
After those 5-alarm wings.
Dude, after those freaking gas station taquitos I had today, it'll probably be the same.
You know,
you
Juan
had gas
got those
station
taquitos one time.
taquitos?
The
Those
mystery
taquitos are slept on.
They're clutch, but they're not clutch later.
The mystery taquito.
I got like 3 different flavors.
Y'all are hella sus. Okay, last question. Why is Jake the sexiest out of the group? What is his secret?
Oh my god, that's Jake. That's you.
What the fuck do you mean?
Jesus Christ, Jake.
A viewer is genuinely curious on why I am the best looking.
They can't be a viewer if there's no video.
They know us. They know us.
Just answer the question, and I'll let you know which one was Jake's.
Why is he?
Why is he the sexiest?
Yeah.
Beard or no beard?
Why is-
That's a big decider.
Why is Jake the sexiest out of the group? What is his secret?
I guess everyone who's looking at us is blind.
Ouch.
Whatever
Wow.
shampoo. Wait, what shampoo do you use? What shampoo do you use?
Whatever's on the shelf.
There's your answer there. Whatever he has on his shelf. That's how he gets his looks, I guess.
Whatever shampoos on the shelf, sponsor us.
I think it's Tresemme this month.
Oh,
Trust me.
yeah,
Color retention.
Nice.
quality.
No wonder your hair's more vibrant. Yeah.
Ooh, the flip.
Maybe I was born with it.
Maybe it's Jakeline.
Tito's always the the pretty boy growing up.
Oh,
I would
Tito the
say
pretty
definitely in high school,
boy.
he was
Yeah.
the pretty boy.
But I didn't pull.
Yeah, because you just didn't
You
want
tried
to.
your darndest, though.
Crash and burn multiple times.
You didn't
Yeah, but
pull?
at least you flew.
That's the trick. You don't pull.
Man, I was like
You
Icarus.
let them pull you. That is the trick. You don't
That's been the trick, I guess. Lately, I don't know.
Ooh.
I feel like in high school you're still somewhat of a twerp in different ways.
Oh, 100%.
And during high school, I got a little annoyed with Car at times.
Yeah, dude. I fucked off, like, whatever. Didn't. Dude, I had to pull my high school transcript. I did not do as good as I thought I did.
How good do you think you do, bro?
think
We
you
all
are.
Better than I thought I did. Yeah, it was just, it was rough.
I was the only one that tried actually like hella hard in high school, and now I'm a graphic design major. So
Nice.
I don't know why I tried so hard.
What do you mean? Weren't you an Avid?
Yeah.
Carlitos, can you stop doing that?
Oh, my bad. I was fucking with the water bottle, you guys.
I mean, if I was gonna be a
Might be.
design major, you know, I don't go that hard in school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that is pretty funny. So, like, when did you decide to be a graphic design major? Like, what was that?
So it was actually like because of Chandra Winger. Shout out to Chandra, avid teacher for 4 years. I like had no idea what I would do with my life. Like I remember my mom was like, "You should be a pharmacist. You know, being Indian and all that. That's all they know is just be a doctor." And I just went with it, and then I realized, dude, this is boring as hell.
Yeah.
Like I'm not about that. And like I didn't do any design stuff in high school or anything. Like I know like Marco and everyone was in TDA, right? That's what it's called, TDA.
I was in TDA, yes.
And
I was in the room, not part of TDA.
Always annoying Mr.
Yeah, same.
Yes.
He kicked me out every time I came in there.
Yeah, he would just
During
see.
your
He would
book,
just
I
see
walk
you.
in and he'd be like, "You're not in my class."
He's like, "Out,
Get out.
get out."
Rip.
it's true.
I know, I remember that. Anyways,
Yeah, but yeah, like I just kind of want to do something that didn't involve science or math or history or English or any of one of the core subjects.
You want to go to school for stuff that isn't in school usually.
Yeah, exactly. You want to be different, you know. But I'm glad I did it. If for sure is like something I really like now. Like obviously it's like something I want to pursue for my career and all that, and studying it for 4 years.
right.
Pawan
So-
had it in him though. We did yearbook together, and this guy was always throwing out the layout ideas for the spreads.
Oh, really?
So I feel like that's where your graphic design stuff started coming in. It wasn't necessarily like graphically designing on the computer, but just the ideas behind what was going on in the yearbook.
Adobe hired me.
Who was that? Who was that skinny teacher? The dude with the curly hair and the glasses. He was always held white.
Levanaway?
No,
No.
that was he was a bookshop teacher.
Oh, Mr. I forgot his name, but he was a dope
Yeah, shout out
design
that guy.
teacher.
Shout out that guy. He was really cool.
He helped me with my design stuff too. He was always positive about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was dope.
Super quiet though. He was like Michael Cera, but just grown.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about now.
He was like super skinny hipster dude
Yeah.
with the glasses.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Taylor. Mr.
Oh,
Taylor.
Mr.
Mr.
Taylor,
Taylor,
yeah.
baby. Mr. Taylor. Shout out Mr. Taylor.
Shout out Mr. Taylor.
Shout
Wherever
out
you
Mr.
are,
Taylor.
wherever you are, we
Shout out
fuck
for
with you
supporting
still.
the boy.
I know.
Shout out Miss
Making him
Hamilton.
follow his dreams.
Hey, actually, like a funny thing was, I remember, you know, when I was doing the mannequin challenge and all that shit.
That,
you know,
oh,
all
I
those
forgot that
videos?
was a thing, but yeah.
Oh, when all those videos were coming out, I actually saw, I think it was like PG or some other school around the district, like did one, and Mr. Taylor was in it.
Oh, what a guy!
Really?
Yeah.
Stand-up guy. For sure.
It was super
Stand
funny,
up
but he was the
guy.
only dude that moved in it. It's tragic. It's
He's
tragic.
like, fuck them kids.
That's hella funny. Dang.
Yeah. You don't gotta go to school for something that you don't want to just for the money, you know?
Oh yeah, no,
No
definitely not.
chance.
That's good that you learned that young. I'm happy for you. So now that we have all the questions answered, which one was your favorite, and also which one was Jake's? So Jake, which one? Which one was your favorite? You don't have to pick one that's yours.
I won't pick one that's mine. So I'll pick the Why is Jake so sexy? No.
So that was you.
I would say my favorite was the difference between growing up with your friends or making friends as an adult. Because we've always kind of known why we work together.
Yeah,
But we've never really just said it.
that's
Yeah.
good. See, we're breaking barriers on this podcast. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm glad I could have been a part of that moment. It's beautiful. What about you, Pawan?
That was probably one of them. Jake's was the sexy one, obviously.
Nah, not at all.
Jeez.
Shout out to that random viewer who knows I'm the sexy one.
But
You're welcome.
yeah, I really like the question about like being friends as a like during childhood or adult.
Yeah.
Like I think that was because I never really like thought about it until you asked me.
Yeah.
And also the what's the deal?
Yeah,
I kind of like that question.
What's the deal?
What's the deal?
The new
What's
deal?
the deal? Because what is the deal? You know?
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to know more about the deal, feel free to ask.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see his Instagram around the podcast Instagram page. So
Doesn't
just
be
like
Twitter, but-
follow him, hit him up if you want to talk
Yeah,
to him. I guess.
mean, I'm always in the market for friends, you know? You
Yeah.
never know if someone needs a friend. If they don't have friends,
It's true.
hello, peace signs up,
Yeah,
reach out.
I see.
Always down.
The friendly boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
He was
Jake.
a friendly boy.
Oh wait, no, you already answered right.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you guys are right. That one was Jake's. The one that you guys said was Jake's was Jake's.
You son of a bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been honestly like really cool seeing you guys like all grow separately because I never, like I said in the beginning, I never saw you guys hang out all together really ever. But to just like know you guys individually and then like see how close you guys are, it was just one of those things that at first was jarring because like I knew you guys in separate ways, but then once I saw you guys all together, I was like, oh yeah, of course this would work. How could I not think this would work? I'm a
Yeah.
fool.
And for the longest time, before Pone went to college, I would always say that Pone was the glue that held us together because before me and Jake, like if
We
Pone
butted
wasn't
heads.
around, we would hang out, but it would be kind of weird. It'd be kind of like sometimes
Really?
kind of stale. But then Pone left, stopped replying, like just kind of disappeared for a while, and then me and Jake actually started hanging out a lot. And
Because we
Oh, that's
butted
awesome.
heads as kids, and then we didn't really hang out in high school or anything. We'd still get together as the trio, but like once Poland left, we kind of just realized we were friends in the first place and what made us good friends, and
yeah,
kind of had some new experiences.
Yeah, going to college was like an obstacle I thought was gonna be harder for us in a way. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna be going, you know, like what's good, and like I think that's why I didn't like reply a lot at first because like I was trying to like figure out my like friends in life there, you know. So I'm trying to like figure that out, but then and it wasn't just them, you know. Like I wouldn't even like hit up my mom that much or anyone else really like from high school and stuff, but. You know, like once I got like settled in, I think like I still realized like these are like the guys. So like it didn't really like affect us as much as I probably thought it would. And like like I don't come here like all the time, you know, during summer, and I might come here random weekends, but like like that's like probably enough. You know, like whenever we see each other, we have a great time and all that stuff. So like it's not like anything's weird. You know, especially like the first time I came back from college, and I think it was like a couple months. Like when I first went back, and I thought I was like, "Whoa, this might be a little weird," but it wasn't at all. So.
yeah. And now that we're 21 or over 21, it's a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can go out and do more stuff
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Shout out La Garnacha.
Shout out to Shits Logger on Nacho.
Although I'm not gonna lie, I do miss the days when like you weren't 21 and like when you had like a bottle of alcohol, it was like
The
a
campouts?
special ass thing. You know?
it was
The
like a big.
campouts.
Like, yeah.
Shout out to the campouts.
We used to have campouts in Tito's backyard where like we would just bring a bottle and like see what happened, I guess. And like I kind of miss those days because
How
it was
old
like
were you guys?
special. Yeah.
21.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought you guys were like maybe 15 or something. Yeah.
No, never. I don't endorse underage drinking.
Oh, that's great. Nice. That's awesome. Who cares?
Not gonna lie, when bringing up Poe and you leaving for college, when you did leave, I honestly was scared as hell. I thought like that was gonna be like the split since me and Carl were awkward at the time.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, Pone's gonna get all these fucking college friends that aren't big nerds or
Yeah.
stupid. And
I think all of them are still nerds. The ones that I met.
yeah. So when he left, I was honestly scared for a while. I never voiced that because it's like, oh, he's being a little weird. As soon as I leave home, but I realized that we needed that distance just so we could like venture out and grow a little more.
Yeah. And there's like I'd say the first couple of years after high school, I hardly saw you.
Yeah.
I was doing dumb shit, just like working at Applebee's, dancing with Mary Jane a lot more than I ever should have, and just kind of figuring out that kind of my life. But here we are, fucking 4
It's
years
all about
after high
learning
school,
lessons and growing from them.
Yeah.
Instead of letting them tear your friendships apart.
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys have definitely achieved that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you guys are talking about college and how much of a point in people's lives that is of, like, change. That's a catalyst for change. So, like, you guys kind of touched on it, but what things did you guys, like, proactively do to maintain the friendship while Pawan was away? Whether that be reaching out to Carr or Carr reaching out to Jake, or, like, Pawan just, like, I don't know, hopping back home whenever he could to visit. Like, what did you guys do to maintain stuff?
I'll hop on first on this one. After Pawan left for college, I kind of just worked in a dead-end job, like I still do, but different dead-end jobs. But every once in a while, I'd be like, I wonder what they're doing. So I'd try to message one of them or, like, try to play a game online. That's honestly why I got a PC, was to be like, hey, Pawan, we can Skype now, and then we can, like, video call and stuff. Never Skyped at all in our life. Got a PC, and now it's used for old games. But
quote unquote.
yeah. Old games. But during that time when me and Carr were pretty distant, I'd say Carr did a little more reaching out at the start than I did. And we kind of got back into each other's lives by talking about, like, what was going on. Like,
Right.
Carr was in a new relationship, which was pretty interesting at that point in time.
Yeah.
And then we started talking more and more, and we'd start hanging out together once every, like, couple weeks or so.
Yeah.
And then when Pawan came back, we just all came back together as soon as we could. Tried to text Pawan as much as I could. Send him, like, stupid pictures. Memes. Different Twitter videos.
You guys need to download iFunny.
Talking about, like, current events,
I'm
too.
never downloading
current
iFunny
events.
again.
Yeah,
You mean politics-wise, or, like...
No, not politics. We're not
Just
a
like-
political group in
Like,
this.
Pawan, did you see that Mac Miller died?
Oh,
No
like
reply
that.
for like 2 days, and he'd be like, "Yeah, bro, I saw that."
Yeah, but
And then
I think when I
nothing after
first...
that. I was like, "Oh."
but
Most used quote from Pawan. Crazy.
with four A's. But I think, like, how, like, I kind of, like, try to maintain it was, like, you know, like, kind of like what you, like, touched upon, like, just, you know, like, saying, like, hey, or, like, what you doing, like, every once in a while, you know, type of thing. But also, like, when I would come home, I would make sure I hang out with them, you know, like, because I have a lot of friends here, but, like, I would make sure I hang out with them, though, because, like, you know, it was, like, an important thing.
Who are these other friends?
So it was good to maintain, and in that sense, and, like,
Yeah.
we would always, like, you know, like, if, like, a new, like, I don't know, like a Marvel movie would drop or something, I would, like, ask, like, their opinions and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So, like that's kind of, like, a way that we, like, maintain, like, our similar interests, but also, like, being in touch with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
What have you done, Carlitos, to maintain the friendship during the trying times of the
man.
beginning of college?
I don't know if Pawan can vouch for this, but I annoy the shit out of him when he comes back. Like, every day I'm like, "Hey, bro, what are you doing?
That is facts.
Hey, bro,
Big
what are you doing?
facts.
Hey, bro, what are you doing? Are you hanging out with Sierra? Ah, dude,
Mountain
just
Mike's Pizza Buffet.
just stop hanging out with Sierra. Like, let's hang out." Like, I get really annoying, but that's just because I value Pawan's time a lot. So
Right.
when he is home, it's like
You try to
I'm
make the
gonna
most
bug
of
him a
it.
lot until he caves to hang out.
Yeah.
You know? And then more recently, probably since February, because of some certain circumstances, Jake, I've been a lot more free to do things, and we hang out multiple times a week now. Whereas
That's awesome.
before it was just like maybe a couple times a month,
Yeah.
you know. But definitely, it's weird. It's like a river that kind of splits off,
Yeah.
but then it all
Always
ends
comes
up back
back
in the
together.
same spot, you know.
And it's like you guys can't really, like, truly, like, get rid of each other, but in the best way.
Yeah,
Right.
and I don't know, like, I'm not a big spiritual person, you know?
Yeah.
But we were just talking about Avatar and how in The Legend of Korra, Toph, like, knows that the next Avatar, I guess, was
Twinkle Toes.
Aang, you know? And I feel like that definitely might be the case here, is this friendship has transcended time no matter what
Yeah.
the situation has been, so...
That's interesting.
And
Yeah.
off that note, I am the Avatar.
I have a spreadsheet.
There you go.
Okay. So what would you give maybe like kids, I don't fucking know, that are growing up still with their friends, not like any of those people listen to this, but if they were to listen to this podcast, what would you tell them to like make sure to like cherish about their friend who is their best friend? Or like, I don't know, what's like some advice you could give on that type of stuff?
Oh,
You
I
want
already
to start
started.
this one
Yeah. Yep. So I think
Audible.
like some advice I would give is like especially like kind of like when we were talking about earlier with like the arguments and all that, like you will like argue with your who you think like is your best friend at the time, like especially if you're a kid, because you know like a lot of people like I know say like, oh, like I had a best friend, but you know it's different now.
Yeah.
But if you really want to keep that best friend, then you're gonna go through arguments and you're gonna like go through times where like you start to think like, oh, I don't know if I'm super compatible with this person, and to the extent where I could just hang out with them and do whatever all day. Right. But you just need to realize that like if that person truly is like your best friend, and that's something that you will realize eventually, that you're just gonna accept the fact that it's not always gonna be a perfect road. You know, there's gonna be obstacles. Yeah. And you just gotta really just gotta keep trying. You know, you gotta put the effort in there. Yeah. If like an argument or something comes up and you don't even try, then you're gonna lose that person quick. And like you just gotta really put in the effort to make it happen if you want it to make it happen. And like I think that's like the basis. And then when you have, you know, when you guys grow together and you have all these arguments and stuff, then you'll think like, oh, we went through this at a young age, so like, you know, we could do it now. Yeah. So like it's good to start, you know, like realizing that stuff at a young age. So yeah, like that's like some of the advice I would give.
Wow, that's really good advice, I would say.
Yeah.
Damn, son, spitting hot fire on the mic. All right.
Super hot.
Super hot fire.
All right. So,
Car. You want to read
Oh,
that?
sure.
what do you believe?
What do I believe?
Yeah, to be true about friendships.
Oh,
You know, the
Big
question
oof.
he asked about like
Yeah.
30 seconds ago.
man, that was short-term memory loss. Anyway, you know, I think it's really important to value each other's differences and respect that, you know. I feel like this kind of question isn't just for kids who are growing up together, but even now, like, people who question their friendship with some people that they meet in adulthood, if you're comfortable enough to make the effort to hang out with them, you're going to be comfortable enough to do a variety of things with that person, you know. Right. And if you guys can sit around on the couch literally all day and have a good time, I feel like that's the number one indicator that that person is going to be someone that is going to be around in your life for a while, because I've tried to do stuff with people where there's always going to be a plan to go do something. And those are the type of friendships that kind of fade in and out, you know. It's like when we're both down to go do something, then we'll go do it. But
that's it.
I'd say 50% or more of our friendship has just been sitting on the couch, either watching TV, falling asleep.
Oh my god! Yeah,
playing video games. Dancing with Mary Jane, sipping some Captain Morgan.
Mary Jane
Oh,
is
yeah.
a horse.
Yeah, and like, I just value what you have now, because you're gonna look back and wish you had it if you let it go. You know,
it's true.
So
it's very true. Do you think, as a follow-up question, Carlitos, do you think that having Pawan and Jake as two of your best friends, or your best friends, straight up your best friends, has allowed you to be more open and like has allowed you to like venture further than you would have if you were by yourself and you didn't have these guys? Because like that you always knew, at least at the end of the day, you had Pawan and Jake.
100%. Like before, I wouldn't really. We have like this weird dynamic where I'll tell Pawan everything, and then I'll tell Jake later, and then Jake will tell Pawan everything, and then Pawan will tell me what Jake said later, but then eventually Jake will tell me what he said. So we have like a weird like shuffle of like telling each other what's going on.
But it gets around somehow.
But it gets around, and I feel like that's a really interesting dynamic that we have going on. And if I'm being honest, I got so caught up in that kind of triangle that I forgot the question. So what did you ask?
The question.
What advice?
The question.
No.
Well,
No, it
the
was a
follow-up.
follow-up.
The
Oh,
follow-up question,
my bad.
basically, because that is interesting.
Yeah.
How you guys never are just like in the room, just like this is what I'm saying.
how I've grown with them, kind of for that reason.
Yeah.
I was going on that because I was like, I tell them a lot more than I do, or than I did then, and it can be about anything. It'll be about how I feel about work. It'll be how I feel about a certain person.
Yeah.
Like just general BS, like this is fucking dumb. But if I was by myself, I'd like stare in the mirror and be like, let's figure this out together, bud, and just kind of go crazy. But
Yeah.
it's good that I can express literally whatever without any judgment to these
Yeah.
guys and know that they can do the same and we're all going to have a good time at the end of the day.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm glad you could be open with them. I'm really happy about that. I was asking though, like, in making other friendships, have you felt more comfortable making other friendships because you had these two guys? Like, if you try to be friends with other people, it didn't work out, or there's like stupid drama going on, you at least had them in your corner, or like, or is that something you never really thought about?
That's
like,
not everything I really considered, because that, to me, that just makes it sound like these guys are the backup. Like, no matter what, they're going to be the people I can fall back on. But
yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. For me, like, just speaking from personal experience, like, with me and Gavin, who was on the last podcast, like, I know, like, I didn't really hang out with him in high school at all. But yet I always knew he was my best friend. And I could always, like, talk to him if I needed anything.
Yeah.
But we always ran in kind of different circles.
I guess then that's
That's
true
what I was
for
trying to
us.
get to.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
And I've always been a social kind of dude. Like, I'm not afraid to go up and say hi to someone. And even if I haven't seen him since high school, like, I'll make sure to go out of my way to go say what's up, So that definitely, like, entering middle school, that was just kind of my personality anyway, which is just, like, go out and just try to make other friends. But there's definitely a level of comfortability that comes with these guys that I haven't found with anyone else, So
Yeah. What about you guys? Would you guys agree with him? Like, kind of, you guys are the same way, where, like, it's made you more comfortable with, like, venturing out and trying to, like, do some more stuff outside of the trio, or has I don't know, just like a support system to, like, support you in your endeavors going forward.
Like I think like for me, like when I went to college and like try to find like friends there, I would think about like what made me like so close friends with Jake and Tito. So like even though they're like when I do meet new people, I do think about that. So I guess they do have some sort of influence in that sense. Yeah. That like you kind of like, especially when I was in college, like I was looking for something like that, like a trio or like guys I was like really close with, and like that was based off being really close with Tito and Jake. So
right.
Like when I did kind of go do my own thing, I guess like I already knew I had like my best friends back at home, but I also wanted to have that group that I could always be with like in college, and like that was based off the friendship I already made. So I guess it did help me in that sense where like I knew what I wanted when I it kind of like changes what I like look for in a person, I guess, when I like try to make friends with new people and stuff like that. So I think that's like from, or at least in my perspective, like how it's affected like the future stuff. Yeah.
Interesting. What about you, Jake?
I would say I treated new friendships kind of more like a new landing zone for all three of us. Because when I meet someone new or get involved with a group of people, I kind of just, if they become part of my life, I make Carr and Pawan part of their life because they're going to deal with all three of us.
Yeah.
And that also is true with relationships as well. It's like, you're going to have to either get comfortable with these boys or it's going to be awkward for both of us.
Yeah.
my bad on that last go around, guys. I tried.
It's all good. And nothing can be perfect. But I would say new friend groups.
Damn right.
New friend groups, I kind of just jump in. If they're good people, I introduce them to the best people in my life.
Yeah.
D-N-D.
D-N-D.
Exactly.
Can't relate.
You will soon. I'm preparing a one-shot.
And it was and it's like kind of going off of that, like is like in San Jose and stuff, like I made sure that like Jake and Tito have come up like to San Jose so they can meet my friends there. So like, cause like I really want them to all like meet each other.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, like even though they weren't there yet, they always somehow get in the picture, I guess.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's hella cool. Shit. Well, is there anything you guys would like to say to each other live on the podcast that you haven't said before to each other? Something sweet, a secret. Ooh.
Fuck you guys.
Honestly, just like if you guys want to say anything.
Pawan, I have a secret to tell you.
What?
I used your clarinet to unclog my toilet.
Oh my god! Not again.
I know.
I think just like I really like these dudes are like really like pretty much like family to me. Like I love them to death, Yeah. And I really don't know how my life would be without him. Like I don't even know if I'd be able to get through college and shit without him.
Damn.
So like that's me. Awesome. That's my little send off.
Wow.
Anyone else?
And if you guys want to go for it. Because we can talk about, after you guys say your last words, we can talk about like one more small topic and then we'd be done.
Man, I don't know. It's really interesting to see like the picture that was on the ad for this episode.
Oh, yeah.
That was from first grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's like stamped in history, the beginning of this, and
We're also on the wrong side of the new updated picture.
yeah, we are. That's my bad. I organized that picture and I fucked it up. Anyway.
Car just knows he's in the middle.
Yeah. But, it's almost like really an emotional feeling when you look back and say like, it's been 15 years and it's going to be however many more.
15 more. Then that's it. Then that's it, guys.
Man, I mean, if the world ends in like 2050 or whatever,
Oh,
they
yeah.
say, then probably. But yeah, it's just like I can't. If anything ever happens to these guys, like who knows what I'll do. Yeah, so that's something that's kind of weird to think about. I don't want to think about that anymore.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's hella
That's
sad,
sad.
honestly.
Oh, I'm crying.
I'll take over now, so you don't cry, Car. I would just say that throughout my entire life, these boys have supported me and been a constant source of joy and a pain in the ass at the same time. But that's why I love them. They put up with my crap, and I deal with the little crap they give me.
Yeah.
I feel like I had a little more crap than usual. But I love these boys.
How sweet.
That's amazing. I love you guys too.
We love you too.
Oh, really?
You're such a great host.
I try to be as personable as
Are
possible.
you the one who asked if I was single?
Maybe.
Because I can love you like that.
Well, how you talked to that bouncer when we went to Flamingo House. If you could talk to me that way, ooh boy!
Dude, I was able to get us in.
You want to tell us that story? Let's tell that story real quick.
So Flamingo House on Silent Disco Night has a long line.
I think it's on it's in Sacramento.
It's fucked. That line is fucked.
And Marco, being the quick thinker that he is, once we were at the front, he put Abbott and me up at the front. Abbott being the girl, she can help us get into the place, actually.
Because she's a girl.
Yeah. And me, because I can talk, I can make small talk with anyone and make it stupid and make stupid jokes about it.
Johnny on the spot.
And so the bouncer was like, how many people you got? We said 7. He's like, ooh. And then he's like, how many girls you got? And we said 1. And he's like, and I was like, but I look real cute in the right light. And he started laughing, so I want to say that's how he got in.
Yeah, no, he started laughing, and then he was like, all right, you guys just like, hold on, I'm going to split you up into 2 groups. So first 3, and then last 4. Mm-hmm. And then it took us maybe like 5 minutes, and we all got in. Yeah. It was pretty quick after Jake, cracked that pun.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
I gave him the bedroom eyes.
Jesus.
Yeah. Damn. I'd love that story. I hope you guys can come on another time, and we can talk about other things other than the friendship. I know Pawan is going to be on in 2 weeks with the boy Thomas Wheaton to break down the NFL offseason. Might have a special guest on that one too. TB determined. I know Carlitos, you'll probably be on again, and Jake, you definitely will be on again as well. We could figure out the when and where and all that stuff later. But thank you guys for coming on, and I hope you all had a great time listening. Next week we have the president himself, Maxwell Thogmartin, and Secretary of State Chase Lovin. And they're going to break down the 2020 Democratic nominees for the presidency, and it's going to be amazing. And I cannot wait for that.
If you're gonna get that news from anyone, it's got to be those two guys.
It's got to be those.
It's got to be
Bill
those two
Clinton
guys.
himself.
And if you're lucky, Max will do a voice for you.
Oh, I hope. I'm going to try to get him to do a Scottish voice.
No,
Make
I've
him do
heard
it.
that voice.
Make him do all the voices.
All the voices. I think I'm going to do a Q&A thing like how I did with you guys, but I'll keep it a little shorter, and I'm going to try to get somebody to ask about the voices.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
really
you.
got you.
I appreciate it. Yes, please. It's been fun, guys. And yeah, I love you guys very much. We'll talk to you guys later. Hope you had a good time and hope you had fun listening. Take care.